Hello everybody, this is Gruesome Fox coming at you with a 650 cost rated match in the Zeta Gundam 3B type. We're going to be on City Ruins for this match here, and this is going to be another older video that I had in the backlogs. But since we recently had the Zeta Gundam 3P2 type, and also we got a level 2 version of this Zeta alongside that Zeta, I figured now would be a pretty good time to use the clip that I had of this suit, and the 3B Zeta is a pretty fun suit from my experience using it. It is a 650 cost support unit, which now has a level 2 for 700, and yeah, you're pretty much the support Zeta as part of the, I think it's from Evolve, I think is the series that these Zeta Gundams come from. So you are the supports in the Holy Trinity here, with the 3A being the General and the new 3P2 type being the Raid. And I actually haven't heard anything about the new 3P2 Zeta yet, if it's any good. It does look like it has an interesting kit for what they gave it, but, you know, gonna have to wait till I'm able to play to really try to, you know, see what it's all about. Speaking of playing, also PlayStation Network being down for, I guess pretty much about a day. Yeah, it was out Friday night and was still out a pretty good amount of time into Saturday. I'm recording this after all that, so yeah, also something else that happened in PlayStation history, but yeah, back to the suit here, you know, the topic at hand. Yeah, again, a pretty fun support for everything that it has going for it. I have a pretty nice beam rifle as the primary, which does look like it does some pretty high damage, and I think is also able to heavy stagger upon getting a full charge, if I remember correctly. You do have a beam saber, which all three of the Evolve Zetas, they all share the same beam saber, so nothing, you know, that's actually kind of a relief for them to have the same beam saber. It's going to make it very easy if you want to get the, you know, same level of them instead of having to get separate beam sabers, which tends to be a pretty common practice nowadays. But yeah, you have the beam saber, which does pair with the suit having the aerial melee skill, which I think this is definitely a very interesting suit, I feel like, to have that aerial melee system. So basically you're able to perform your downswing mid-air, and I don't think I really use it during this match, but it is something that you do have. I think, strangely enough, actually I don't know if all of the Evolve Zetas have it. I know the newest one also has the aerial melee skill for its double beam sabers, I believe, so I don't know if that's something that all of these Zetas share, or maybe the General is the only one that doesn't have it. But on top of that, for your skills, you also have anti-beam coating level 3. Anti-beam coating, I'd argue it's a pretty notorious skill, because it's kind of a weird skill to have. It's good when it works, and that's, you know, when you're at a certain HP threshold where they give you improved beam defense, and then it's usually pretty bad once you lose it, if you reach the HP threshold, because then you will lose all of your beam defense. That's how it works with the Delta Gundam. But at least the good thing with the 3B Zeta here is that, since it's the level 3 version of the anti-beam coating, if you run out, or not if you run out, but if you reach that HP threshold, you actually will not lose all of your beam defense. So, I believe you just lose the bonus that you get, so it's really been a while since I looked fully into how this skill works, and it's also not a skill that I'm super used to having, since I really don't play a lot of the suits that use it. I believe I know the Delta Gundam has it. I don't know what other suit has it. I think it might be maybe it's the Zaku Machinery EB that has it, like the level 2. I know one suit has to have the level 2, because if we have a level 3 version of the skill, then a level 2 has to be hidden somewhere, but I think that's how it goes. But yeah, that's pretty much the quick rundown for the 3B here. It's these matches are just kind of in the older end of things, so I really don't remember too much about him when I initially played him, so really just kind of going off what memory I have here. But, yes, there's the heavy stagger you get if you use the fully charged beam. I was going into weapons, but then I totally ignored it. But you can also transform as well. And the other weapon I do want to talk about is going to be the Mega Gatling, which is attached to the shield. The Mega Gatling is also a pretty nice weapon, and also one that feels pretty unique to this suit. I feel like there aren't really a lot of suits that have a beam machine gun fashioned like this one is. And, yeah, it's a pretty nice damage-dealing weapon. You also have the Zeta arm grenades, pretty standard there, and clipping through the building. But you have the arm grenades, but the Gatling on the suit does feel really nice. I got a downswing on the cannon gun there. I'm surprised that shot didn't stop me. Maybe because I had the beam defense, but actually looks like they might have two cannon gans on the enemy team. I don't know if this was at the height of the cannon gun. This could have been maybe when I don't know, I actually don't remember when I got this match. I know I got this when we had the limited missions for the Luyan Codage, so maybe around there was more cannon gans. Even our team has one as well, so on both sides we have a double support team going on. We also have two raids, so totally forgot to mention that with the team setup. But spawning back in here, trying to see what we can do. Trying to charge up the beam rifle. I guess another good thing with the beam rifle is that if you do the charge, it doesn't take all of your ammunition. So that's another pro with this suit as well. So on top of the damage you get, you still get a second charge that you can use. There is. I think that Theo is already down, so I'm gonna come over here and try to help out with. Well, that target's down too, so not really a whole lot of targets for me to aim at the moment, and I do want to be careful with my shot here because I don't want to accidentally heavy stagger a teammate. And did whiff it on what looks like one of the enemy cannon gans, but I'm going to try to pursue him either way, and I do have the transformed version of the beam rifle. But it looks like they are going back to their base, so probably not going to be able to reach them in time, so I'm going to come over here and start getting my beam rifle charged up. Also just trying to avoid the support fire, but I do have a pretty good vantage point here against the Gustav Call, and if we're lucky, nope, didn't get to finish him off with the beam machine gun, unfortunately. Maybe? Oh, I thought I could get him in the last second, but nope, the timer ran out, but hey, it's timeout, mission over, and that is going to be a mission completed, so still did pretty well despite not being able to get that last kill. Let's see how we did here. Did get top in diversions with over 30%. Fourth place with 3 kills and 2 loss. Fourth place in damage. Yeah, and again, that top in diversions, I honestly didn't think I was targeted that much, but yeah, that's gonna be it for the match here. And there it is, the Luyan Codage. Really just shows the age of these videos I have in backlog. Hopefully this time around I'll be able to get some new matches because there is some new stuff that I do need to use, especially the narrative that I have for 500. Definitely want to try that suit out since I have some pretty fun color schemes with it that I want to try. But really just in general want to try out the Janfjävlen nerf. I want to see how bad it is, if it's bad. Reading the Janfjävlen nerf, it didn't look too bad, so it might not be anything major. And still really got to get more matches with the RF goof, but that's kind of what I have planned. We'll see how things end up, how things turn out. That's all I have for this video here, so comment down below what you think about the Zeta Gundam 3B type. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.